What's going on, guys? This is Free Range with Von Miller, the podcast that can't be contained. And on today's episode, we'll talk about our devastating loss Sunday to the Lions. We'll look ahead to this coming up week in Spain, playing a Miami team that is streaking. We'll talk about the biggest storylines this past weekend in football. It was a lot of great play going on. Jonathan Taylor is going crazy. We'll touch on all of those things. And I got something special for you guys. My college roommates came to this Detroit Lions game, and we had a special little sit down with those guys. And it's not something that you would expect. You know, my roommates, they didn't play football. They were just normal college guys that I was able to move in with in 2007. And now 18 years later, we're still really, really good friends. And then finally, I answer all of you guys' questions from Miller's Mailbag. So very special episode, man. Can't wait to show you guys. Man, that was such a devastating loss. We got beat on all three phases. And it just hurts so bad. Obviously, we're pro athletes and we are tied to the outcome. You don't want to think about the outcome. You want to work and prepare. You want to stay present, but in pro sports, the outcome is everything. And, our moods and, our morale and our energy is often tied to that outcome. So when you lose by 22 points and it's your fifth loss in a row, it's kind of a gut punch. We did have some highlights. From me personally, that was the very first game that I started since 2022. So I was pretty excited about that. We kind of had to start me because we were down so many people. And that's another devastating, thing about this season. So many injuries. It just seems like every game it's a season-ending injury. I don't know how long we be without Trey, but he had a significant foot injury, and Trey Amos has this is rookie season, and he's been playing well and just taking steps, and then, boom, we lose him. Last week we lost Marshawn Lattimore and JD and Luke McCaffrey. So we're losing soldiers, each and every game, and it's just unfortunate, man. And my heart goes to DQ, man. Dan Quinn is a incredible coach. And I know I've said before that, it's not on the coaches and everybody's looking at me like, what is this? They're playing like this and it's got to be the coaches. And I say it to put it in a sense like this. It's not on the coaches, but that doesn't mean I'm pointing the finger at the players either. I really don't understand what the disconnect is. I've been playing football for 15 years in the National Football League. And at this point, I can kind of pull out the Rolodex and refer to something that happened in this season. Like, okay, this happened in 2017. We were able to get out of it like this. Or this happened in 2014. And this is what helped us to get out of that slump. For this situation that we have with the Commanders I really don't have anything for it. We are extremely well prepared. The coaches do a great job in preparing us. As far as schemes, as far as having the information that we need, film, little nuggets, we are more than prepared for each and every game. Physically, Coach DQ, he takes care of us. We have built-in recovery periods, but then we practice hard too. You practice, you play how you practice, and you practice how you play. And we have really spirited practices, and we everything that we have in practice, we do it full speed, and we're moving fast, and it's sharp and it's crisp. If we have any type of setback in practice, we go back over that play, or we address it. We don't never let the standard drop when it comes to how we're supposed to practice. The weight room is great. Chad Englehart, he has us prepared to have really good workouts. This is the best I've ever felt through 10 weeks in a season. that I can remember since I've been thinking about it. Because when you're young, you really don't even be thinking about like how you feel at week 10. It's just, it's just the same. You could just bounce back from all of that stuff. But since I've been remembering, this is the best that I've felt through 10 weeks. And then, from an emotional standpoint, we're emotionally prepared too. After each loss, DQ, he's able to pick us back up, get us fired up and motivated for the next team. And it's not just a rah-rah speech the night before the game. He'll start today. He'll start today and address it and give us some type of direction. Whether it's quotes or getting guys to talk, whatever it is. DQ and our coaching staff, they do a great job of keeping the morale up, really addressing the spirit du corps, and we're ready to go from a mental standpoint, an emotional standpoint, and a physical standpoint. And I'm not sure what the disconnect is between the time that we break the huddle out before the game, like we're walking out to go play, and do the national anthem and all of that stuff. I'm not sure what the disconnect is between that time we're in the locker room, we do the national anthem, till we play on the field. It's just like, you got the cliche things, we're not executing, we're not doing, it's all of those things, but that's truly what it is. And I honestly don't know why we're in this situation. And it is extremely tough. DQ's doing a good job, and we got great players out there too. Of course, we've been hit with the injury bug, but we still have great players out there too. Laramie Tunsil and Jeremy McNichols and Debo Samuel and Bobby Wagner, Quan Martin. You got myself, Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw. Deron, he was ejected, from the game for throwing a punch. And I'm not sure, we're recording this the day after the game, so I'm not sure what was said, and I honestly haven't even seen the clip yet. Whenever you have a loss like that, you just want to detach and not look at any of that stuff. I didn't search my name on Twitter. I didn't Google my name. I didn't go to YouTube and look at the highlights. I just know that he was ejected from the game. I'm not sure, what happened. But I tell you something about D Payne, he's a dog, man. He's not taking nothing from nobody. So I don't know what it looked like, but it definitely was provoked for D Payne to do something like that. He's not just about to knock somebody out because we're losing the Draymond Green, the Draymond Green, we losing, I'm about to knock him out so I can just go back in the locker room. No, that definitely wasn't it. I haven't talked to D Payne. We just had a notification came across our phones that he's suspended for this upcoming game in Spain. So I'm not sure if he might be able to appeal that and get it reduced. D Payne, he makes 24-25 million a year. So that one game suspension, that's an M plus.
How does that go? Y'all just don't get that money at all. It's just gone, taken.
Yeah, so they just don't. They don't pay it out. So the team just keep it and they don't pay it out. I'm not sure. I don't want to lie. I don't know if the team does the team to hold on to that, or does the team just send the money to the NFL? I'm not sure how that cycle actually works, but definitely a tough game. Tough for D Payne too. He's one of the best guys on our team right now, and probably the best player on the field on all three phases that we have right now. So to lose him, it'd be devastating. But the bright side is I started and I played a lot, and I was able to get some quarterback pressures, quarterback hits, made a couple tackles, which in theory it sounds good, but when it's Von Miller, and I was kind of talking to Theo about this, it's not good enough. When I gotta get sack, force fumble recovery, touchdown, and that's just then it's that's what he's supposed to be doing. So not making those game-changing plays is just not enough. And even if I were to get a sack, that still wouldn't be enough either, though. We lost the game. So But the bright side is that I played a lot. I was able to get into a rhythm, and I just want to build on that going to this next week. Every game is essentially a job interview for me. Being 36 years old in the NFL, and that's years are like dog years in the NFL. Like 15 years, I might as well be 100 years old out there on the field. So I definitely want to go out there and put my best foot forward, whether we win or lose, whether I get a sack or not, because I'm essentially playing for my football future every time I'm out there. So tough situation. But President Trump did stop by, and he had this sick flyover. Oh my God. He was probably 15 meters above the stadium. I'm not even sure how they work out like the air traffic control or the logistics to be able to do that. Because it was Air Force One. It was the big plane, and like this was past like the national anthem and all of that stuff too. It was like random at the beginning of the second quarter, you just hear and the plane like turns sideways. And he's
into the theatrics for sure.
It was definitely theatrics.
For sure.
We sitting on the sideline like, man, President Trump, hell, man. Like, he crazy. Like, he like that friend that just got to show off like, I'm in the Porsche, make it, bam. But at the same time, it didn't, of course, we got beat. We got routed. But it was times within that game where we were only down by 12 points. And, it never really felt out of reach till like, the fourth quarter when they had like that toss. And, well, we were able to get better on offense. Debo had made some amazing plays, Zach Ertz. And there are things that we can build on. And there's no quit in this team. There's no quit in me. Like I said before, each game is essentially a job interview for me. And I still get butterflies. And I was excited to start the game. That was my first time starting the game since 2022. Was able to get some quarterback hits, quarterback pressures, had a tackle for loss. And I was able to stay in there on first and second down and play the run. Like, I don't know where this idea came from that Von can't play the run. Obviously, we got guys that could probably play the run a little bit better than me, but I do a great job at playing the run too. So I never just wanted to be designated as a pass rusher. I think that's because I do that, and I've been doing that well for so long. They kind of, that label just comes out of nowhere. But I love being able to show that I can play the run, and I'm an every down linebacker too. So I was able to do that yesterday, and that's just about it. That's just about it. And we got the L going in the locker room. It was just a sad place, man. And it's like I said, we're so tied into the outcome, and when you don't have success, it really sucks. But moving forward and looking forward to this Spain game, this international game in Madrid versus the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins had been struggling, but they had a huge win versus the Buffalo Bills this last past weekend. Well, yesterday. And of course, I'm keeping up with, what the score is and what they're doing. And, I still feel attached to those guys. It's a weird feeling. Obviously, I'm not on the team, but I still feel attached to those guys. And, it's very crazy to see them win, and it's crazy to see them lose, man. And when I was looking up and I saw like 30-13, I'm like, damn.
They jumped on them a little bit.
Like, damn, like what the hell? So we're going into Spain, and we're going to play a Miami team that's coming off a huge win. So we definitely got to be on our stuff, man. We got to go out here and get a win. It's Madrid, but it's not a vacation time for me. Like, I'm not going out there to sightsee and eat the local food. Like, if I had the opportunity to go to a nice restaurant, I'd do it, but it's all business for me. I'm chilling. I'm watching film. I'm doing everything that I could possibly do to get the win on Sunday. International in Madrid. And now, from news around the league. A lot of big wins, a lot of great moments. Jonathan Taylor's looking like, he's looking like the MVP right now. Yesterday, he had 32 carries for 244 yards. On the season, he has 1,139 yards with 13 touchdowns, and he's averaging 6 yards per carry.
Trying to get out of there.
I think did he break Edgerrin James?
For the franchise
record?
Yeah, he does. He owns the record.
Was he close?
He owns the record now. Yep.
That was a great game because initially early on in the season, I said Bijan was the MVP. But we all know these things change each and every week. Jonathan Taylor's been consistent all season long. He's always looked great, but man, he's on fire this season. 32 carries for 244 yards, 3 touchdowns.
When was the last non-quarterback MVP? Was it AP maybe?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It might be AP like 2012.
Adrian
AP.
Peterson, that was 2012. That was the last non-quarterback?
I think so. They're not giving that award out. You got to really, really just,
They tried to give it to J.J. Watt.
That one year.
They ended up giving it to A-Rod, though.
That one year he had all those touchdown returns and all that. I do remember
sacks.
that.
I think he had 19 sacks and he had 10 touchdowns, something crazy like that. But Jonathan Taylor, man, he's incredible, man. I played against him several times, and he's just a beast. Like, he can do everything that you want. He's breaking tackles. He's fast. He's strong. He has the vision. That offensive line with the Colts is starting to look like the offensive line from old. They're all healthy. Through points throughout the last couple of years, they've had issues with injuries, and they're healthy. And Daniel Jones, he is doing an incredible job. He's definitely found new life with the Indianapolis Colts. Not just a front runner team. Yesterday versus the Atlanta Falcons, they were really battling with those guys. Atlanta had got up. I think Drake London had a nice route in the end zone on Sauce Gardner.
He got him. Sauce
Gardner's his first game as a Colt. He gave up a touchdown. And I think people they're a little bit too hard. They're like, man, we gave up 2 first round picks. Like, come on, the guy, he's going to give up a touchdown. I don't care how many picks you did get or didn't get for Sauce Gardner. That position is the hardest position in all of sports. And I'm crossing over to basketball, soccer, baseball. Playing DB is the hardest position in all of sports. You're going against the most athletic position in all of sports. You're going against receivers, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, and you can't touch these guys. You're basically moving backwards, and you got your hands behind your back, and you can't touch them. And you got to react and be quick, and it's just a tough spot. And you're gonna give up some plays. You just got to limit it, man. And Sauce Gardner. Other than that, he had a solid game. And I know I said before that, I didn't think that trade put him over the top to win a Super Bowl, but he did fill a void for sure.
And he got a spot for the future. So,
what's his name? Ward on the other side.
Yep.
He's another solid corner. So while it may not be a big time wide receiver or a big time quarterback, a big time running back, a big flashy trade that looks like it's immediately going to take him to the Super Bowl. That Sauce Gardner trade definitely filled a void for the Indianapolis Colts. It filled the void, and now they can play more solid defense. Sauce, he's given up some plays in the past, but when he's on his stuff, when he's the best version of Sauce Gardner, it's only 3 corners that are in that realm right now, and that's Patrick Surtain, that's Stingley. Well, I say 4. That's Horn 2. Horn for the Carolina Panthers, and Sauce Gardner. Those 4 corners, they're right there together. Of course, you can bring Jalen Ramsey. You can always put Jalen Ramsey in any best corner conversation right now, but I think those are the young guys now.
Denzel Ward. I think he's pretty up there too. I like Denzel Ward.
Yeah, Denzel Ward. But right now, those 4 guys, right now, the young guys that just got on their second deal, it's only 4 of those guys right now. It's 4. It's Patrick Surtain, Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley, and Horn. Those 4 guys right now, the young corners, rangy, he's right there with those guys when he's on his stuff. So while that trade didn't put him over the top, in my opinion, it definitely filled the void and it definitely made the Indianapolis Colts better. And if Daniel Jones could keep playing the way he's playing and get a little bit better each and every week, which I would say he strives to do that anyway, man, look out for the Indianapolis Colts, man. They are going to have an incredible second half to this season. But they're tied right now with the Broncos for the best record in the AFC. The Denver Broncos, wow. They have been slowly getting better throughout all these years. That Bo Nix pick, it definitely took them over the top. That's something that could take a team over the top. Bo Nix, Coach Payne, that combo, it's incredible. And while they didn't just stomp a mud hole in the Las Vegas Raiders, it's a division game, and offense didn't play how they normally play. And this is my assessment on it. When I'm watching the game, there are guys that are open, like the little dump pass or check down. Bo Nix, in my opinion, Bo Nix is just so confident that he can make him play. So just instead of just taking that easy pass to the running back in the flat, he'll try to buy time and go deep and end up throwing it incomplete, and now they're off the field on a 3-and-out or some type of fluky thing. It's not that he doesn't have guys open. It's he's going for the big play. But whenever he calms down and he starts taking those little dink and dunk plays, they start to get a little momentum. They start to get a little traction. Then they hit him for 15 right here. Then they got Cortland Sutton on the comeback on the sideline for 20. And then they start rolling. So even though Bo Nix has had flashes of elite quarterback play, he's still learning. He's still a young quarterback. Not age-wise, but league-wise. It's only his second year in the league. So he's still, kind of learning. He's still kind of learning George Payton. But that Denver Broncos defense, oh my God. Jeez Louise, Vance Joseph, he's doing an incredible job. That defensive line, oh my God. Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper, Zach Allen, Franklin Myers. Oh my God, they are incredible. Riley Moss is playing great. Dre Greenlaw, Hufunga. They have a really, really talented young squad. And it is a pleasure to watch, man. I watched that Thursday night football game, and they sat down with Nick Benito, I think it was Riley Moss and Hufunga, and they kind of, talked about our Super Bowl, 50 season, and man, do they have a lot of similarities. They can rush the passer. They got lockdown corners. They run, hit. They play with this kind of aura, I would say. You got Nick Benito, 6'7", with the sack celebration, and yeah, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Nick, man. Nick's especially, but I'm a fan of Jonathan Cooper as well. I played with Jonathan Cooper, but to see some of the similarities that they have in that defense to the defense that we had in 2015, it's so cool, man. And I don't get caught up in comparisons. I'm not there no more. I did everything in my power to get as many sacks as I possibly could, and it's my hands are off. My hands are off that. I don't have any type of control over what goes on over there or what doesn't go on. So I'm just sitting back and watching, man. I still keep in touch with Gary Bowles, still keep in touch with Cortland Sutton. Those are two of my best guys. And then when I'm watching the sideline, there's so many familiar faces that I see, from Vince Garcia to Reggie and security. So it definitely brings back a a lot of great emotions for me whenever I'm watching the game, man. Seeing that stadium, seeing all the fans loud and rocking. You know, when I got traded there, when I got traded from there, we were so far detached from those moments. So whenever I'm watching the game, I have flashbacks of, 2015 or that 2016 AFC Championship game versus the Patriots, where we hit Tom Brady 22 times or something like that. Like I see like the flashbacks, and it's different jerseys, different colors out there, but man, they are playing the type of defense that the Denver Broncos organization is used to, and it's super cool to see. It's super cool to watch. I'm a fan of Nick Bonito. I hope he gets 30 sacks this season, man. He's on his way to an incredible career, and he's in the midst of a very, very good season currently. So shout out to the Denver Broncos, man. 7-game winning streak, tied for the AFC lead with the best record, man. That's incredible. The Bills, another one of my former teams, had a tough loss to the Dolphins. And not only was it a tough loss, it was a substantial loss, like 30-13. Oh, you watched the game. What did it look like?
Josh just had a bad day. Like, that's it. He just had a bad day. Like, the ball, he didn't, I don't know, he didn't look like himself. He fumbled a couple times, threw a pick in the red zone. They didn't look well. They didn't look good.
He threw that pick in the red zone. It was, the Dolphins were up by
16 at that time, yes.
And they were going to score that first touchdown.
So, Josh gets that touchdown, they get the roll in, but it just never really turned over for them. Like, it just never. Keon got a touchdown, though. That's when I thought again, they might start to come back.
It was like that nice catch right there.
Yeah, a little back shoulder, but they never could get it going. Every time they get going, turnover happens, then, Dolphins play pretty good,
What was it, though? Because the Bills have had the Dolphins number for quite some time.
You still got to go out there and play, though. Like, no matter what. You still got to go out there and play, though.
I don't think the Dolphins beat the Bills since 2022.
It's been that long?
Yeah, I think it's been that long. Like, it's been since week 3 of 2022, like my first season there with the Dolphins. I think that was the last time they won.
With the game in Miami when everybody was cramping and everything?
Yeah.
That was the last time?
That was the last time I won. That was the last time they won. In 2023, we swept them. We won both games. 2024, we had a big win on Thursday night, and we had a big win mid-season. That's when Mostert had fumbled on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. Then one time y'all hit like a field goal. Was that the same game? For the game, last-minute field goal. I don't know. They just like y'all big brothers right now. Well, they're the Dolphins' big brothers in the division.
They did get a win yesterday. So the Bills had split 1-1 with the Dolphins. And when you think about that first game, that Thursday night game versus the Dolphins early on in this season, Coach McDaniel called a hell of a game.
Yeah, he calling it, man.
I like because he's
back to the wall right now.
I'm playing for my football future right now, and he's playing for it. He's coaching for his job, like, and you can see it. Like, he's dialing up some of the most Aki plays.
He's dialing it up for sure.
Whether it's play action to the right, toss back to the left, then throw a deep ball back to the right. Like,
auto play good too. Yep.
He is dialing up an incredible game, and sometimes when your back is against the wall and you're looking at getting fired or a loss or whatever it is, it brings the best out of a select group of people. And Coach McDaniel, he's one of those guys, man. Like, he is coaching for his job. He might just keep it just because he beat the Bills, because they value that game. Like, Bradley Chubb told me this. And this is not just podcast talk where you get on here and you just start talking, because I could see it. Like, I was in the division, I could feel it. But Bradley Chubb told me that, that game is such a huge game for the Miami Dolphins and their organization. Like, they really want to beat the Bills. I mean, that's the quickest way for them to make the playoffs or win a division. It goes through Buffalo. So they want to win those games. It's a little bit extra intention. Like you want to win every game. But when they're playing the Buffalo Bills, they give it their all. But before we get to my college roommates, should we discuss a little Antonio Brown?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the news. It's out.
It's in the news. It's out, man. Whatever the situation was back this summer, he had I think it was a attempted murder charge. Before we look into the negative headlines, let's look at let's expand and look at how great
For sure.
was, man. Like
very.
And it's sad to see that AB to like what it is now, because the kids these days they don't even know. They don't even know.
They
bro.
know, but they don't know. They seen it, but it's just like in real time, seeing how big he really was, from the dances to the haircuts to the just everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like he was larger than life. Like, and you worked with
Yeah,
AB.
I did.
You was his cameraman
At the time.
before you was my cameraman.
Right. So being there, just seeing, just like he was a real superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Michael Jackson, like Deion Sanders.
Like really, really, he was that big, and just to see, the changes from that.
And
To me, he should still be in the league. No lie.
100%. And then just the influence that he had on social media.
Yes.
Like he was big on social media before all his athletes.
For sure.
Like giving his fans unlimited access.
Nah, for sure.
And he was the guy behind the camera.
Yeah, so sometime he'll send a tweet out, we finna be here at the park, run some routes, and like the whole city will just literally come out.
No way, like some destroying. Like,
Yes. Yeah,
just
like
do a tweet
before
last minute.
all of this, simple tweet. Meet me and everyone comes out. We got college kids, we got high school kids, even a couple pros just want to come out there and just get that work, because it's one of the hardest working people I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? So that's my boy, man. When I saw it, it don't feel good at all.
It don't feel good, man. I used to see him like with his kids, and
Yeah.
I didn't even have kids at the time, but I thought that was so dope that he had like his sons out there and he would have them at practice, and
Yeah.
he gave his fans and people that looked up to AB really an all access pass to
for
his
sure.
life through social media and through the photos and some of the videos that
Yes,
he was
sir.
doing for him. Like sometimes you go in the locker room, they cut the cameras off. Like he had the camera on him like 24/7. You remember he had the Nike like tour bus.
Oh, yeah,
thing?
yeah. We went to cities around the country, man, it was dope, man. It was just dope, man. And I just
He
hope
was on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Bro, we was on Dancing with the Stars together, like, and like he motivated me, like, we gotta go work on a routine for 8 hours, and he would be late. He'd probably be like 45 minutes late getting there. I'm like, hey, what happened? Hey, what was you doing? Like, oh man, I had to get a workout in before I came. So he go get a workout in before he goes to do Dancing with the Stars, like an 8-hour routine.
Yes.
And not only just do a routine, but he did it well. Like lights come on, like,
That's dope.
bro, he inspired me. Like sometimes you don't even know, people don't even know, like, things that inspire you. Like, and I'm sure he don't even know, like, I'm talking about him in his life.
Yeah.
Like he inspired me. Like
That's dope.
he inspired me. Like we doing Dancing with the Stars. I just won a Super Bowl. He coming in doing the workout. I'm like, damn, I could be doing more. Like,
Yeah.
I could, if AB doing this, like, I could be doing more, bro.
Yeah.
And he inspired me, man. And to see some of the stuff that's been going on lately, like it's sad, man. And just to have like those viral clips, to see him like in that light, like the security guard, he kicking him with the big mascot boots. He had the big mascot falling down, hopping up like a cat. I'm like, bro, what are you watching, bro? Like,
Yeah, bro. That shit. I don't
they
know,
got the
bro.
big middle, the iced out middle finger. You just see ice on the finger, and it's just a situation. Like, bro, what is happening, bro?
I
Like,
don't know, dog.
what is really going on? And then, he go to Dubai and on the run. Like, what is really going on? And you read the headlines, like, U.S. Marshals go, like, what movie is this?
Yeah, it definitely looks like a movie. Man, I just hope everything just works out perfectly, and he
It's gonna
just
work out. It's gonna work out.
comes home to be with his family. And
Yeah,
just
man, that's
be-
another thing too. You don't want him to miss time from his kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great father, no matter what you say. Like,
No, for sure.
and I can only say it from my perspective, like looking on the outside in. But some of the things that he did with his son was some of the things that he did with his sons are some of the things that inspired me. I didn't even have kids at the time, but I was like, man, I want to be able to do that. I want to have my kids at practicing at the facility and do all this stuff too. So, man, it's a tough situation, man. I know it's all respect to the victims as well too, in this situation. Well, hope everything gets worked out, man. Because AB was a hell of a player, man, a hell of a person. We all have our struggles. I've had my struggles as well. To be able to overcome those things and get through those things, that's something that you want. And I definitely wish that for AB. So prayers to AB, prayers to the victims involved as well, and just hope everything gets better for all of those guys, man. So, very special segment. I had my college roommates come in, and we did a very special sit down. And this is unique because when you go to college, especially your freshman year, they room you or they mate you with other people that's on the team. And that was me. Me and my buddy Garrick Williams, we came from DeSoto High School, and we were roommates at Texas A&M together. We had a one-bedroom, we had a two-bedroom condominium. It was a kitchen at the bottom. Then Garrick's room was in the middle. Then my room was at the top, three stories. I had this surround sound system in my room, crazy surround sound system in my room. It's a small room, probably same size as my office, like college, freshman year. But the sound system was so loud, I used to get noise complaints from the people next to me. And it just kept going and going and going. My future college roommates, just two frat guys, they had a 4-bedroom condominium, and they were getting noise complaints from the guys on top. So Ryan Kelly and Andrew Schulte, those are my guys. They had a 4-bedroom complex. They had the 2 bedrooms in the middle, and then their roommates that were giving them noise complaints had the 2 rooms that were on top. And whoever it was that made that decision, let's move the noisy people in together, that was something that changed my life. They took noisy Vaughn from his condominium and they moved me in with the other noisy guys. And it was incredible, bro. We got along instantly. 2 frat guys, they come from a totally different lifestyle that I come from. These guys were at the time they were wearing Sperry's and polo shirts Sigma Alpha Epsilon, SAE, that's one of the biggest frats on all of these college campus, and that's the frat that they were in. I didn't know anything about frats and fraternities or anything like that, and they were deeply embedded in it, and they moved us together, and we just hit it off, man. And we didn't have anything in common, and then over time, we had everything in common. And I've been knowing those guys since 2007. Our families are intertwined. I know his mom. I know his dad. I know Ryan's mom. I know Ryan's dad. Victor Mendoza, he was there too. He's a little bit older than us, but he was always there too. Been knowing him for 18 years as well. And then Zach Faithful is the newest guy. He went to Texas A&M as well. But I didn't know him at Texas A&M, but after we got from Texas A&M, he would come to games with Ryan and Andrew and Victor, and I've been knowing him for about 7 years. So very special sit down. We had to cut a lot of it out because if you think about it, freshman year and at Texas A&M, frat guys and a football player, it was some fun times, but there's some things that we had to cut out. Had a lot of fun, and it'd be dope to really get going with this segment. I hope you guys like it. Freshman year, 2007. Damn.
Follow 7.
2 years. That'd be 2 years. That'd be 20. Freshman year, 2007 at Texas A&M. We all stayed at the Callaway Villas. It was me and Garrick, just the football guys right there. And it was Ryan, Kelly, Andrew Schulte, and he had two other roommates, right? And you guys kept getting noise complaints. They had a 4-bedroom condo. I had a 2-bedroom. I was on the top at mine. Andrew and R. Kelly, they had the middle level at theirs. So it was 2 in the middle and it was 2 on top. And mine, it was just 1 in the middle and 1 on top. I kept getting noise complaints from the guy that was on the other side of the wall from me. And they kept getting noise complaints from the people that was on top of them. So those 2 guys at the end of the semester, the first semester there, the fall semester, those 2 guys up top, they left. And then they moved me from the top at my place and they put me in the top at their place. Whoever did that was a fucking genius. If you really think about it, let's just move the noisy guys out this whole apartment complex. Let's just move the noisy guys in with the other noisy guys and it'll work out. And it did. And we hit it off right away. I moved my shit into the 4-bedroom apartment. Nobody was there, but Ryan comes home late. I met Ryan first. And he sat on the couch and it was like that parent, when your daughter or son sneaks out at night and you catch them and you're waiting on them like underneath the lamp. That's how it was when I met Ryan. He was just sitting there. I walked in. He looked at me. I looked at him. He said, "Come sit down, man. Let's chat, man." I go sit down, talking to him. He said, "Hey, you drink?" I was like, "Yeah, I drink." I looked at him and I was like, "You smoke?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I smoke from time to time." He was like, "All right, cool." I think next thing you asked me was another question right there. What was that? You asked me one more question.
I think it was like, you like girls.
Yeah, his rebuttal after that was like, you like girls? I was like, yeah, I like girls. And immediately we was like, yeah, we're going to get along great, man. And they have introduced me to a world that I never would have seen, experiences. And these are my guys, man. We hit it off immediately, like instantly. Then I met Andrew Schulte a little bit later that day. And then I met Victor Mendoza probably later on that week because, they were all in the same frat and he used to kick it with them. And, friendship started there and it just blossomed, man. We always stayed in touch throughout college. Through 15 years in the league, they always come catch at least one game a year. I see them in the off season and we play golf and hang out, or they'll be in Dallas. But we always find a way to hang out every single year from 2007 to 2025.
Ooh,
and
cheers.
These are my guys. They may look weird, but they are they are my guys, man.
Vaughn, can I tell our version of
tell it from your perception. How did you see it?
So just one fact check there. It wasn't second semester. It was a month into freshman year.
Really?
Where we because you were still playing football.
It was still during the season?
Yeah, it was during the season. It was September.
Sophomore year.
Freshman year.
Oh, because I had been there. I had been there from what, April?
Yeah, you moved up early, but it was
May?
the first month of college.
September 07.
Yeah. And
so we broke the lease immediately.
Yeah. So basically, you got in trouble, we got in trouble, essentially like
for loud noises.
Our roommates wanted to move out, and the Callaway Bills, they were like, you know what, Vaughn's an asshole, Ryan and Andrew are assholes.
Let's move the assholes together.
Turned out the assholes rock, and us living together was awesome. But the week that you were moving in with us, and I'm going to back up real quick. Ryan's a 4th generation Aggie. I'm a 1st generation Aggie, so I did not know a ton about the recruiting system yet. Now I'm all up to speed and I follow it like crazy, but at the time I didn't follow it. So Ryan's like, "Hey, we're getting a football player as a roommate." I'm like, "Oh shit, football player. That's awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, this is the football player." And we had just played Texas Tech. And you had the nastiest late hit on Graham Harrell. Just blew that guy up. And Ryan's like, "That right there is going to be our
new roommate."
And I'm like,
"Yep.
Oh my God, he is going to absolutely murder us." Like, that hit was so ugly. And to this day, Vaughn stands behind that it was a legal hit.
I think that was your first night in the room. I was like, "I can't believe you late hit Graham Harrell and we lost that game."
And they were sending me like,
"Hey, bro, it was not late." And I was like, "They flagged it. It was late."
No, they didn't flag it.
They did. That's what I'm saying. They flagged it. To this day, I don't think we've agreed. You always said it's not late.
They didn't flag it. They didn't.
Hell yeah, they flagged it.
No, they didn't throw a flag.
15 yards, bro. I was there.
Ben, can we get an AI fact check?
Pull it up, man. Pull it up.
AI fact check on that Graham Harrell hit. 2007.
Can someone give me the specifics of it?
2007.
Type in
A&M
Von Miller, Texas
versus
Tech.
At Tech.
Von Miller,
late hit
Texas
Graham
Tech.
It's probably a pretty highly Googled
Late
thing.
hit Graham Harrell. Just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Just let it play. It's only a minute.
Oh, the ball's out for like 8 seconds.
No flag.
Wait for the flag.
No flag.
I don't know whether there's a flag or not, but that's a late hit.
Wait,
no flag.
watch, he's gonna drop it.
Oh, he said no flag.
Dude, I'm like,
Oh,
is he gonna hit us?
They gonna show
They
that
didn't throw the
They
flag.
threw a flag.
Oh, man.
Right?
Man, that was late as shit. Look at that
that's
low hit.
Dude, he took 4 steps after he threw the ball. But no flag.
Go back. Look at the people on the bench, though. They're like, what the fuck?
So this is all I watched this over and over and over again. And I'm like, I'm gonna live
Go
with
back a little bit more.
this monster.
Yeah, right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude, that's not
No, go-
I remember your body at the job.
Go back to like right at the K to Kentucky right here.
Yeah, look, he throws it at the ground too. It's like so sad.
That should have been grounding. Was it really not a flag? Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe they didn't throw a flag because it was
Look at the guys on the
grounding
bench
and
right
like
here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway,
They're like, what
I
the fuck?
watched that a lot of times because I'm like, man, that's going to be our roommate. That's crazy. And turns out Vaughn is the most chill, normal guy ever. And just on the football field, he's just an absolute beast. But at home, he's just chilling.
I've been on the receiving end of a hit like that.
What is normal?
Vaughn, do you remember when you hit me like that one time? You don't remember?
When was it?
It was
your house?
self-induced.
It was at your
Pajama
house?
party.
Oh yeah, was it a foam pit or some shit?
Packing peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to have the sickest parties too. Fucking SAE
remember that.
fucking foam parties and
So I tackled you. You remember
Pajama
like, by
parties.
tackling you, I like grabbed your ankles and you were walking and I think I pulled them or whatever and you barely fell.
we were all extremely intoxicated.
We were intoxicated and you looked at me and you said, I think you just won the butt kiss. And you were like, why the hell did you do that? And I said, so I could say I tackled an NFL player. I don't think I ever told you I got an upper respiratory infection, but like an hour later at the party, more booze flows and I get just Graham Harold from the back and I inhaled a
I
packing
broke your
peanut.
back.
Almost.
I bent your back up.
I ate a packing
I beat your
peanut.
back out.
And I get up and I can't breathe and I look at you and you pick me up and you say, now you can say you got tackled by an NFL player.
No, because I wasn't in the NFL. Yeah.
You just won the butt kiss award though, so that was the joke we were cracking.
Was it
It was
freshman
after
year?
junior. That was junior year. You weren't living with us at
Oh
the time.
yeah, I didn't win the buckets till senior year.
No, you won a junior year, bro. You came back for senior year.
Nope. I won it my senior year. I won the buckets my senior year, and I won the buckets my rookie year.
Be careful, Ron. We just pulled tape.
You're right. We just pulled tape. Well, you were gonna go pro, and that was the big joke because I tackled you in the packing peanuts with the cheap shot, and then you Graham Harold me, and I got an upper respiratory for like a month.
Hey, can we go back to freshman year living in the house?
Yeah.
Did you guys have any classes together that freshman year?
No,
No.
I
we
only
didn't
had
have
one.
any classes together.
I only had one
You know how
class.
big fucking Texas A&M is?
I had one class with you. It was kinesiology junior year.
We was in the same class at the same time.
You don't remember?
No,
Can I tell?
because I would have cheated off your test every time.
Well,
Oh, that opens up the story
All right,
so perfect.
so I'm telling the
Let's do
story.
it.
Yeah. All right, so the only class I had with Vaughn was junior year kinesiology, and so we show up for the final exam. Vaughn sits down next to me. He says, "Hey man, you got an extra Scantron?" I'm like, you know that I keep extra Scantrons. So I hand him a Scantron. He's like, "You got an extra pencil?" I'm like, damn man, you showed up for the final exam with no pencil or Scantron. Give him a pencil. He's like, "You study?" I'm like, "Yeah." You? He says, "Yeah." So take the test. It appears that he is bubbling the same bubbles as I am the entire time.
And he hit me with the chicken wing. Don't you hate people that do that? Or you doing the test and they hit you with the
No. I started off normal.
they hit you like this?
And then I saw it and I was like, you know what? We're just going to back it up.
We
We're gonna back
roommates. We
it up.
supposed to be roommates.
And I'm like, hey, Vaughn. It's B. It's B. 37's B.
You're
it's
not that
C.
bold, dude. You were like, you can look at my stuff, but if
Yeah.
you get caught, I'm selling you
Yeah,
down
I'm
the road.
totally just like, I'm like, look, every man for himself. I'm just bubbling my own stuff. So we finished the test, and Vaughn's like, "How'd you think you did, man?" I'm like, "You did pretty good." I go, "You?" He goes, "Same." We crushed that class. We got an A. So Vaughn,
We passed.
we passed. Well, we got an A. It was better than pass, but
Actually, Vaughn, this is relevant. I would love to get your take on this. One of the things that stuck with me when we lived together, because you're always above board. One, I'll plug for Vaughn. When Vaughn stays at my parents' house, my mom, like,
She's great.
one, she loves the shit out of Vaughn, but she's like, Vaughn stays and he memorizes where the ridiculous 30 throw pillows go. He makes his bed, he folds his towel, he brings it down, blah, blah, blah.
Shout out my mom. She always, whenever I go to somebody's house, like even though I sleep in the bed, like, and even though I'm not the best at making beds, you gotta at least attempt to make the bed. And they were kind enough to let me stay at their house, so I had to contribute, and I attempted to make the bed, the best that I could.
Where the 30 throw pillows went.
But these guys are fucking fucking gross where they live. So mom wasn't used to
that's true.
The boys coming over and cleaning it up.
Bad. You made me look bad. But
that definitely gave me a notch up with Mrs. Kelly.
So what stuck with me, your take too, is I remember we went down for my 19th birthday. You remember this? And we ate at Carrabba's in Houston.
Carrabba's, I'm still in love with Carrabba's. That was my first time going to fucking Carrabba's.
It was you, me, Schulte, and Vic, who's here. And my dad, it was like 20 people, some of his buddies, but it was just the four of us and then family, friends or whatever. And we had that special room or whatever, meal, wine, whatever's going. And you had to carve out a piece of the bill. You were like insistent. My dad was like, no. And you're like, I can't because you're a booster of A&M. So I got to pay my fair share because I don't want to get in trouble with the university. And now you live in like NIL days where like
all of that shit
it's gone. It's moot. Actually, Vaughn, that's what Ben asked. He's like, did you ever fanboy over one of Vaughn's friends on the team? And I was like, man, when Vaughn moved in, I was just like, man, that's the guy that late hit Graham Harrell. Like shit. And then obviously we became good friends. Love you to death. But when Jaworski Lane would come over and play We Mario Kart, I was like, that's J-Train. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Because he's a legend. Him, Michael Goodson.
Michael Goodson.
Goodson, yeah.
So Goodson, you want to hear Goodson's story, Vaughn? You remember this?
Of course.
The first week, I don't know if we need to cut this out. The first week of living together, we exchanged numbers, we're roommates, whatever. And I'm at class coming back to the villas, and I get a phone call from you. And I'm like, Vaughn's never called me before. Normally I just roll home, he's there, whatever. So I pick up and you're like, hey man, are you like near your car or whatever? Like, I'll be at my car in, 2 minutes. What's up? You're like, I need a ride. I can't see because you're blind as a bat anyways. But like your eye was swole shut because you got in a fight with Mike Goodson at practice and he started. You remember this?
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
He kicked you in the face and your eye was swollen shut and you need to be picked up from the practice facility and driven back.
But I actually won the fight. That was the only
thing you said in the car. That was the only thing you said in the car. And I'm like, man, Vaughn is like hard as shit because I'm like, he late hits Graham Harrell. He gets in a fight with Mike Goodson. I come pick him up. He's so nice to me, but all he's telling me the whole way back is like, I won the fight. Don't worry.
This is like my freshman year in college. So you're really just trying to establish your identity. Not a big fight guy, but I'm about to be at this school for 4 years. Sophomore dude that's older than me is trying me. Who's a junior? He's 2 years older than me.
Yeah, I think he's 2 years.
Yeah, so he's a junior. I'm a freshman. Tried me over the iPad, just little locker room college shit. And we ended up getting in the fight. I win. I ended up getting on top of him. I'm on top of him or whatever. And the guys like break it up and they grab me. And when they grab me, they grab both of my arms and they pull me off of them. So when they did that, I had both of my arms behind like my back when they grabbed me, and it was just a solid kick to the face. That was the only lick that he got though. But it ended up it tore my eyelid. Yeah, fucking I had to get stitches in my shit and fucking
I can't pick you up.
Yeah, but you should have saw the other guy though. R. Kelly has always been there and picked me up from tight situations, and likewise, I return the favor as well. Tell them about
spades.
that.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that. So
what is it called?
Chili Fest.
Chili Fest. Yeah.
Chili Fest is a big drinking music festival out in the middle of nowhere in Snook,
Texas.
Texas.
Would be Snook. Yep.
But I mean, it's 30 minutes easy each way from College Station, middle of nowhere, and it is. Let's just say Brazos Valley PD make their annual budget pulling people over for PIs and DWIs, leaving that. And so I was there with Victor. I'm sure Faithful was there. Schulte and I had too much.
Vic, you was there?
I'd had too much to drink that night, and I'd lost all my friends, basically. And so I called Vaughn. I'm like, who do I know is responsible? It's like, spring practice, like who's not going to be out here?
Like, have you been drinking?
Out here drinking? So I called Vaughn, and Vaughn's like, yeah, I got you. So he comes, picks me up. It's an hour round trip.
First, he emphasized, have you been drinking? I said, no. He said, have you had one drink? I said, no. He said, do you got your license? I said, yeah. He was like, bro, because 100%, if you come out here, they are going
you will get pulled over.
They are going to pull you over.
And
100%.
I was right, wasn't I?
And he was like, all right.
Oh, I didn't want you to get in trouble.
He was like, if you had anything, like if you had any drink or anything, do not come. I was like, bro, I haven't had anything to drink. He was like, drive the speed limit out here, take your time, and let me know when you get here. So I leave, driving the speed limit. And we wasn't living together. I had already moved out, right?
Yeah, it was like junior year.
Yeah, I had already moved out. And out of all the people that, Ryan knew, like, he called me late. And I was like, bro, like I got him.
2 a.m.
It was like 1, 2 a.m.
I was like, bro, I got him. So I left. My place is like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
45 minutes away. I drive. I get there all good. When I get there, it's fucking dusty. Like, so many people have been going. I think it's probably day 3 of this festival.
Yeah.
And, he's calling me. He was like, I'm telling him where I'm at. And we were on the same street. And he was like, hey, look, I'm waving. And it's a whole street of guys doing the same thing. Like, everybody in Sperry's and fucking polo shirts and fucking, and everybody's doing the same thing. Like, hey, don't you see me? Don't you see? And I'm like, no, fuck, everybody's blending in.
You're like 120 pounds, white shirt. Now, damn it,
It's thousands of people here. So I'm driving slow, and then boom, I finally see him. Boom, I get in, I see R. Kelly. He gets in the car. I think you had people with you too. Like,
Not just you and me.
It was just me and you.
I think there were people that I didn't know that wanted to jump in with you, and I was like, no, this is my
So
ride.
we
I'm hanging out with my boy.
So, I get him. We going back to College Station now. I got there all good. Nobody pulled me over on the way. I saw like 3 or 4 people get pulled over on the way there. But now I'm leaving, and it's 2 totally different roads. It's not like you got the 2-lane road in. It's like 1 road in, and it's 2 lanes on that road going in. Then it's the opposite road, 2 lanes on this road coming out. And I'm coming out, and, all of a sudden I see blue and red, probably 15 minutes after we had left.
And you're not speeding, you're not doing anything.
I wasn't speeding, music loud, nothing, like going the speed limit, because we already knew it was going to be, very, very hot. There's going to be a lot of police activity there. We already knew that. So I'm leaving, doing everything right, and I get pulled over. I already know the protocol. Ryan, Andrew, Victor Mendoza, Zach Faithful, Ben Swanson. They don't know how you supposed, because when they get pulled over, they don't. I've been doing this since I was a little kid. When you get pulled over, you roll down all the windows, and that's exactly what I did. And I had 10 on my windows too.
That was the best part of the whole night.
So I rolled down all of my windows, and he was like, roll it up, let me check the tent.
Yeah.
And we checked the tent, and it was like right on borderline. But he wanted to see, like, first he was like, had the light in my face though, like really looking at me. He asked me, did I have anything to drink? I said, no, I haven't had anything to drink. He said, 1 drink. I said, I haven't had anything, officer. He looked at Ryan. He's shit-faced.
Yeah, you said, Ryan's like, he's had a lot to drink, but he ain't driving.
I was like, I came to pick him up, but I haven't been drinking at all. I just came to pick him up. I'm sober. Gave him my license and registration. He was like, I want to check the tent on the way out.
That was the best part. It was, you didn't do it in front of his face. You were respectful, everything. Obviously, I didn't. But he's sitting there flicking it because it's at the max.
Yeah.
He's going back to his car all pissed off to get a new tent reader, and you're laughing your ass off because you're like, dude, I got this tested when I got it. It is the max tent. It will not go 1 point over.
Yeah,
he can test it all
it's
he
legal.
wants.
It's straight to the point. It's right on borderline, but it's legal. And he just kept, it got to, I think it was like 20, and he kept like flicking it to see if it was going to go over to 21. Couldn't do it. Took the meter off. Fucking let us go, bro.
Way.
Let us go, man. And we fucking drove home, and I was a fucking legend. I was a legend after that with my guys, man, for coming through.
You already a legend, but you saved my ass that day.
Yeah, and they've saved my ass too, and it's been all type of stories. Like there was another story too where they was fucking trying to, because Ryan, he's probably 80, 85 pounds now. I'm exaggerating.
Not anymore. But
he was probably 130 pounds in college, and he had a fucking keg of beer, and they were trying to steal it, and like I ran out there, big black dude, hey, get off my guy's fucking.
But you
beer
also
keg.
ran out in like your boxers only.
Only wearing briefs.
Hey, get out of there. And the guy fucking ran off, bro, and like it's just been that symbiotic fucking relationship that we've had this whole time. Like good friendships, you give and take. And it's not all take, and it's not all give. It's like a, 50-50.
Well, you just made me think of a story. So I had 3 rules growing up. don't lie to me. You can drink, don't drive, and no tattoos, which is hilarious because my first time with you crashing in my house, I'm like, this is my roommate Vaughn. He's a great guy. I meet him, and my mom's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. And then we're like, let's get in the pool. And you had just gotten the Dallas skyline tattooed below your belly button.
Yo, want to go down?
And you're like, I want to swim with the guys.
So we had to
But I
fucking
gotta wrap
wrap
it
it with
saran
saran wrap. And I
you're
got
like
fucking
holding your
saran wrap
swimsuit.
wrapped around my fucking waist.
But
But you're like holding
mom-
your swimsuit out there. My mom's like, oh, damn. Like trying to wrap it in saran. She's like, I don't want to look down there. I don't.
Mark's like, they're not all that big, okay? They're not all that big.
She had went and found, because I had just got a tattoo like right underneath underneath my belly button, like right on my stomach.
Yeah.
It's like the Dallas skyline. It was like, it like peeked through like the belt line. And I had just got it, like, and I wanted to swim. I wanted to hang out. So when it got me some saran wrap, and I'll fucking wrap that
And
shit.
Mrs. Kelly just
My mom wrapped that
wrapped your body.
And it still got fucking wet. Like, I think we joked and said, R. Kelly, we said you got one
I
too.
said I got one too, but you can't see where it is, Mom.
And they went fucking crazy.
She's like, I
bro.
don't think I should see where Vaughn's is either, but it's fine.
Wild times, bro. And
that should definitely make it in.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
yeah,
The
man.
saran wrap.
Yeah, we the freestyle and like rap and like, I don't know where that skill went, or that I felt like in college I used to be.
You used to rap all the time to Usher, Do It To Me, but you didn't want to claim that song.
I do it to me. I had all these instrumentals. Like, I've always been big on music, like since the beginning. Like, so DJing was just like natural, because I used to always had an aux cord and play like the most random like music. And I had a lot of instrumentals and shit, and we used to just fucking get hammered and just listen to music. And this was like the typical like college like roommate situation. We had all the trophies, like the empty bottles of alcohol, like from whatever, tequilas, wines, they were just all around like the kitchen. That was our decor. That was
Yeah,
that
we
was
didn't
our
have anything
decoration.
else.
It's good feng shui.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so Vaughn, Do It To Me, we listened to that song a million times together, and then you had all your boys over one time, and we thought like, oh, this is Vaughn's song. So
To be fair, you were doing the instrumental
let's put
without
it
the
on.
lyrics and rapping
So we
to
put
it.
it on, and we're like, Vaughn, this is your song, and like all your boys were like, what the fuck is this? And
I had the instrumental, they played
Vaughn's like, this
the
ain't my
real
song. We're
version.
like, no, Vaughn, it's your song. He's like, this ain't my song, bro. This ain't my song. Took us a couple minutes. We figured out. We're like,
Yeah, we're like, all right,
let's-
you like it? Yeah, it's a good
Put on Lil
instrumental to
Wayne,
rap to. You
sorry.
don't listen to Usher on the regular, you know.
Sorry, my bad.
Wish I had
Let's fucking take this shot while we're here, man.
You still have let's get everyone in frame and do like a toast.
So this handsome young man is Victor Mendoza, and he's from Mexico.
Hecho on Mexico.
We got to tell you about that story, like, bro, like, I've been knowing Vic for a long time, but I met him after R. Kelly and Andrew Schulte. And every time that, like, for the first fucking 30 times, like,
No, it was like 10 years.
bro, like, it was so long. Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
go
bro,
with
I
Vaughn's
know
30
Vic. I
times.
know
No,
Vic.
it was like 10 years, man.
And every time he would just be like, hey, yeah, this is Vic. He's from Mexico. Like, no matter what it was, like, this is Vic. He knows it's tequila because he's from Mexico. Like, they go hunting down there. They shoot like all of these birds and shit, like, or doves. They was like, cause Vic, you know, and that's what they do in Mexico. And it was like, bro, probably like year 5 or 6. And I had to say, hey, I know.
Because R. Kelly, I know he's from Mexico.
I know he's from This is like 5 years in, like, and R. Kelly, you know,
Vaughn's like a Super Bowl ring. He's like, bro, I got it.
he just wasn't aware. He just wasn't aware like that. He kept, and you know me, I catch on to like little shit like that, and Ryan just kept saying it, and now it's like a joke between us. Like every time we see Vic, you know, they be
He's
like,
from
"Hey, we're
Mexico.
coming down from the game. It's gonna be Zach Faithful. It's gonna be me, Andrew Schulte. I'm speaking from R. Kelly's point of view, and then Victor's coming too. You know, Victor Mendoza from Mexico. That's correct. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, cool. So Vic's coming. Oh, from that
Yeah,
Victor.
that
Victor.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
my
you were
son's
bringing
name-
the
my son's
non-Mexican Victor.
My son's name is Victor too, so it's a cool name, man. I appreciate you, man. I love you too,
Victor
man.
from Mexico.
And this fucking guy is Zach Faithful, and I have seen him in his best days and also his worst. Oh man, this has been dope, man, and I fucking love these guys, man, and been knowing these guys for a long fucking time, and it was just good to get this all down on camera, man. And I appreciate you guys coming on. Zach Faithful, Victor Mendoza, Andrew Schulte, and Ryan Kelly, man. And let's clap it up for being in the back, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Ben.
Ben Swanson.
All right, we're gonna finish this episode with my favorite part of the episode, Miller's Mailbag. And this is where we read messages from you, whether written or audio messages. And you can send your written or audio message in to vonmiller@odyssey.com. Theo, what do we have today?
This message is from Jen Fowler. I'm a big fan of Von Miller. I graduated from Texas A&M and I followed Von for a while. Whoop! Chickens are so special. I did poetry judging in high school. I also lived in Arkansas, graduating from Texas A&M. There were so many chicken houses. I was always sad for those chickens. How are your chickens you raised treated? Hopefully they aren't crammed in one big chicken house. Also, where can we buy your chicken meats? I haven't seen them in stores in Fort Worth.
Jen, I appreciate you. Whoop, gig 'em. I am proud to say that we have a pasture-raised product, organic, non-GMO, certified humane. That is really one of my favorite certifications that we have, because so many people are interested in how their product is grown. And here at Greener Pastures, we have a humanely raised product along with the other certifications. So very, very proud of our chicken. This is the Free Range podcast, but our chickens are actually pasture raised. And free range, you only have to have a certain amount of space between each bird. It's not a chicken in a field or like running around, despite what you may think or whatever your perception is on free range. Pasture raised is a little bit better than, not a little bit, but a lot better than free range. At Greener Pastures, we grow our birds in the actual pasture. At Greener Pastures Chicken, we grow our birds in the pasture. We have our birds on the ground and we drag a house over the top. We drag it across the property every other day. So they have natural access to bugs, sunlight, oxygen. In the spring, it looks like a country club in there for those birds. They got flowers in there and it's nice little plants, and the greenery is amazing. So I'm very, very proud of Greener Pastures Chicken. Pasture-raised product, non-GMO, certified humane, organic. It's a 5-stamper product that we have here. We average about 35,000 birds a week. Steady growing. You can get all the information and you can buy chicken from greenerpastures.com. All the information that we have on the farm is there. And I'm very, very proud of it. You can get our birds at all Central Markets in the state of Texas. So Central Market is owned by HEB, and we're actually working on getting our birds in the top 50 HEB stores. So big things coming up in 2026. It's going to be a great time for Greener Pastures Chicken. I'm very, very proud of our birds. I feel like you can taste the quality in our birds. I'm biased, but everybody that has tried our product, they say the same thing. Our birds, they live an amazing life, a country club lifestyle. They just have one bad day and they don't even see it coming. So it's a very, very special product that I'm proud of. I took poultry science back at Texas A&M. Never thought in a million years that I would have the opportunity to create my own chicken farm. And when I had the opportunity, I wanted to create the best product that I possibly can. And we are left with Greener Pastures Chicken after. I have some top quality, some great partners, Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes, Cortland Sutton, Greg Rousseau. The list goes on and on and on through the athletes that are involved in Greener Pastures Chicken. It is the chicken of champions, and you can go get it at all the Central Markets in the state of Texas. Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching and listening. This is the Free Range Podcast with Von Miller, episode 2. We come out each and every Wednesday, and I am so appreciative and grateful that you guys tuned in and allowed me to share my life with you guys. This is the Free Range Podcast with Von Miller, and remember, pressure is privilege. Gig 'em. If you're rocking with this show, be sure to follow us at your favorite podcast app. And while you're there, go ahead and drop a 5-star rating and leave a review. I want to hear what you think. Free Range with Von Miller is presented by Odyssey. Our executive producers from Odyssey are Leah Reese-Dennis, Danny Freisinger, and Greg Hoseman. The show is produced by James Jackson and Evan O'Brien. Video production and creative design by Kurt Courtney and Lauren Vieira. Special thanks to Ben Swanson and Theo Smith and the team at Odyssey. Maura Corin, Melissa Wester, Isabella Apple, Hillary Shuff, Eric Donnelly, Kate Rose, Colin Gaynor, Sean Cherry, and Jake Gallen. We appreciate you guys.